Mettrick.
Good evening. Is everybody having a really good time? Right, well, I'm here to put a stop to it. So I'm what's very loosely indeed described as a comedian from Huddersfield. But you'd probably be forgiven for wondering just how bad things are in Huddersfield if I was the best they could find. So anyway, I've been sent for to keep you all busy for a bit, while the actual people with talent have a well-earned break. So you'd probably be expecting them to be all out the back, raising hell and doing drugs and chucking TVs through windows. But I actually had a look and they're all just sat quietly watching Coronation Street. So I think I'll join them. Right, good night. Right, I've already forgotten what I'm going to say. Hang on. Right. Yes. Talk amongst yourselves, right? Anyway, it's great to see such a full room. I know this is quite an exclusive place and it sells out very quickly, so well done for all of you getting here. In fact, I think you all should give yourselves a round of applause just for turning up. Well, that's enough. I was asked if I needed any tickets for family and friends. But of course I said that wasn't necessary because my family have disowned me and I haven't got any friends. That's not your problem, so don't worry. I've also been told that because this is a family type thing, all bad language and any kind of innuendo is strictly forbidden. So in order to comply with that, I've had to trim my act down. So currently, the actual material I've got that is usable stands at 8 seconds. The amount of material I've got that is funny currently stands at no seconds. So anyway, as for me, I've had a really bad day. Well, that's good. Can you do that a bit louder, please? Go on, one more. It all began this morning when I woke up and realised I was still alive. You know things are bad when you can't afford enough petrol to gas yourself. In fact, I think I might actually be immortal. Because every time I do it and get up to those pearly gates, I can hear them all whispering, well, Jesus Christ, we're not having him. So as is probably already very apparent, I haven't got much going for me. We could disagree if you want. Or be quiet. And I'm a very, very poor man. Thank you. I tend to live off whatever I find in my next door neighbour's dustbin. And that's become a bit of a problem of late because she died 3 weeks ago. What was that? Also, I'm having car problems. And there's a problem with the steering. And it'll only turn left at the moment. It took me an hour and a half to get here. I don't live 2 miles away. Now I realise that there's no reason why any of you good people would be remotely interested in hearing about my problems. but every now and then it violently lunges to one side. And it did it when I was driving in earlier, and it smashed it into about 8 cars. So has anybody driven here tonight? Sorry, that was a question, could you answer? So stick your hands up if you've driven here tonight. I can't. Right, you might want to think about getting a bus home. And I wouldn't bother trying to claim on my insurance. Because of my financial situation, I've had to slightly lie about my latest renewal. This is your problem, by the way, whoever's cars are smashed into. So they currently think I'm an 80-year-old dinner lady. Who does 300 miles a year on a BMX. It's kept in a nuclear fallout shelter in Basingstoke. Right, enough of this nonsense anyway. I don't know if anybody saw the poster coming in, but there was mentions under my name of being something to do with Ringo Starr. Did anyone see that? No then. So even though nobody's seen it, I'd like to explain anyway, but for this to happen I'm going to require some audience participation. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stand here awkwardly and split the room down the middle. I don't mean to hit you with a sword, I just like split. So, when I ask you to, in a minute, could everybody on this side of the room please sing "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine, a Yellow Submarine, a Yellow Submarine" when I ask? And while you're doing that, can everybody on this side of the room pretend to be dead? So a lot of the theme tune to Neighbours. Right, go on then, right. You look receptive. So from you down right, that side, Yellow Submarine, start singing please, and that side pretend to be dead. Well, go on. Right, go louder. Right, stop. Right, can you swap over now, please? Right, thank you. Could you just keep doing that for the next 7 minutes? I don't have to do anything else. Please. Right, I know I said earlier that I haven't got any friends, but that's not... I was going to get some prizes out then actually, but never mind, we'll do that in a minute. Which will make it worth your while for having to sit through this, I promise you. But before that, I know I said that I haven't got any friends, but that's not quite strictly true. So I've got one friend and I've brought him with me tonight. Oh, hang on. It's alright, this is Clive. Is there anybody in here called Clive? Right, hang on. Right, this is Steve. Is there anybody in here called Steve? Christ, oh, hang on. Alright, what's your name, sir? Oh, thank you. Right, this is Philip. Right. Is there anyone in here called Philip? Right, hang on. Right, it'll be worth it, don't worry. Hi, Philip. Right, not only is this man my only friend in the world, who keeps me company on an evening, but he's also come in very handy because if I forget my lines, I've actually stapled my script to his bottom. So I don't often do this in public, by the way. Oh God, I forgot it's my birthday today. Is that it? And that's very handy because that's when my parents like to remind me that. Oh, never mind that. But they were very disappointed when I was born because I actually wanted a boy. They want. Oh, never mind. Screw that one. So you've only got like 4 more minutes of this, so just bear with us and then we'll be gone.
Don't feel obliged.
Oh, right. There's a nice man here, I want you to come back on. Yeah. Right. Anyway, I've been leading a double life of late, and they're both crap. Just sit there and be quiet. As you can probably guess, I'm very good with the ladies. I'm sure you can guess that as well.
Yes. Written all over you.
You want to see where it's written? And I did this one time, and 2 quite attractive girls came up to me afterwards and started talking to me. And after about 30 seconds, they said, "Christ, you're actually really like this, aren't you?" Before walking off in disgust. But that's not a problem, I'm used to people looking at me with revulsion. Oh, it's alright, I don't mind. God, I've only got like 2 minutes. I bet you wish it was someone else who'd cancelled, not me, wasn't it? I'm going to tell a story now about religion. Have we got any religious people in? It's not insulting or anything. I just want to tell you something that happened that might put an interesting take upon it. Right, thank you. So I've got an uncle who fancies himself as a bit of a ladies' man, which is ridiculous in itself because he's even uglier than me, if that's possible. Stop that, don't mind. And he's a bit of a churchgoer, and he was in church one Sunday morning, and after the service the money came round and he put his money in. God, this has gone really quiet. And he went to leave, then in an instant he stepped out of the door, this gust of wind came along and like upended his toupee. And so, because you can imagine, as everybody's looking on in kind of horror and even amusement, unlike this of course. And he looks up to the sky without remotely embarrassed and he says, "Right, I'll give you a £5 and you blow me bloody wig off." Then this woman who kind of got the hots for comes out and he says, "If I give you 20 quid, will you blow her pants down?" Right, that's me 15. I said, if I went over by even a second, I'd be booted off, so I think that's... Did anybody look at the watch before we came on? Is that it? Right, thank you for tolerating this. There was somebody good coming on afterwards, thank you.